Hi, gang. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure this stuff is gonna work. It is currently 12:43 on Christmas a.m. But I drank a lot of caffeine earlier, so I'm just kind of awake. Um, I'm just gonna vibe and draw until I'm ready to go to bed. Who knows how long that'll be? It could be like 30 minutes. It could be like 4 hours. We'll find out. The point is, I am attempting to do the draw. Which is going to probably require some warm-up of some sort. Because I need to do some, like, references of characters that live in places. And one of those character references lives in my, physical art notebooks, which makes life super cool and easy. So I'm just gonna kind of like diddle around until I get a feel for what I'm drawing. But I'll probably start with my doctor guy. He is a grumpy man. But we just need a general, like, just not even a full turnaround, just a general, how does this man look? We'll do that for a couple of characters, and I'm sure I'm gonna have some proportions somewhere. So. Because that's how feet look. They're just triangles. Once I get a base, then I can just draw over it a few times. So, get ourselves a typical man shape. That doesn't go out a lot. He's a doctor. He's a healer. He's a doctor. Oh yeah. Look, his calves are huge. Are huge, I tell ya. And then I just kind of like be like, is this the same size as this? Is this the same size? Nope. That's okay. We can make adjustments as we need to. Nothing needs to be perfect. It's just a general idea of what do these people look like. And I don't even need them to be necessarily like perfectly proportional to how they are. It's like a little bit of character designy stuff. Even though they're already designed, I'm gonna be slowly losing it. Oh yeah, look at that finger. Like, that was absolutely finger length. Look at these hands. They're so good. Like, he's got thicker. He's got thick man hands. Which, you know, you just draw with blocky shapes, I guess. To just indicate that this is a dude. Okay. Not too bad on proportion. We'll just get ourselves. Does his neck look like a neck? Like his shoulders are too high. Which also means that now his arms are too high. Just lower him down a little bit. Just give him a little bit of a little bit of an adjustment. Nobody said it'd be easy. It has been a minute since I've just drawn a dude to standing pose. We don't need all this. He is a dude of regular build. Not anything special. Although, like, my GP, like my general doctor, that dude, I can tell. He wears shirts, you know, obviously. His shirts are buttoned, and he looks good as a, like, he goes and he looks professional, but I can tell that man works out. Like, you can just see it. You can just tell that they're like, you know, when you, like, look at a person, you're like, oh my god, this shirt fits you well. But it also just really tells that you are very buff under there. Like, dude was clearly athletic. And it still is. Which, you know, your doctor should probably be one of the people in your life that is, in some of the best shape. Admittedly. Okay, this is pretty... This is fine. It's just a body base. Oh, it's tiny. It's dang tiny. Okay, now I just want to see, is this shape roughly the same? Okay, so his legs are a little short. But they don't look short. Like, they look okay. So, just slightly not correct. Which could also be just attributed to, like, this is too low. I think that... Yeah, that's probably fine. It's good enough. We're not here to make anything beautiful or amazing or out of this world. Though I could make him larger. I think we will. Where's the halfway point of 5.5 inches? Because I am a heathen who works on 11 by 17. I'm gonna call this generic man base. It's like, if you were to compare this dude to, like, Kelton's out here being fucking tall. My man's like 6.5 feet tall. Or something. Yeah, so anyway, if I were to draw him, whenever I draw him, this is just as a perfect example, I just, like, immediately go for the shoulders, and then just, like, big buff man build. And then he's got, like, this like, classic, like, cartoon shape, you know, looking like the bathroom sign or whatever. He's got, like, these big arms, and then, like, his hands are also just, like, gigantic. Got these big, I can't remember what the shoulder muscles are called. But that's okay. Anyway, like, big arms, looking like a gorilla. And then, like, but he's still, like, tall. And he's still got legs. And he's got a neck in here. But, like, that's the thing. His neck has got to be thicker. Like, normal people's necks are like, here's my face, and this is a profile head, and my neck goes like this. And boom, look at me, I have a neck. But then you get, like, thick guy necks, and they're like, look at my strong jaw and my head. Because my jaw is also very muscular. Because I don't... Starts with an M, but it's it's not your mandibles, but it's the muscles that control your, like, your bite. Maybe it is mandibles. I don't know. Whatever. Muscles that control your bite. You got a muscular dude. Like, they just generally, like, have these freaking crazy, like, jaws. Like, they're these things. They're just huge. Like, here's the nose, and then here's the eyes. These are huge. So yeah, anyway, that's why you see, like, art guys with, like, strong jaw. But then their necks are, like, you give them, like, a Hulk neck, and they're just like, look at me, I'm so thick and strong. Oh, and my shoulders are gigantic. Look at me. And then I've got a nose. I'm so powerful. This man looking like Frankie from One Piece. Oh yeah, see, look. Because I started with his head, like, now he doesn't have a neck. So now I come down here, and I, like, give this man his neck. Oh my god, his neck is so thick. But, like, that's how it be. Sometimes their necks are as thick as their, like, their dang arms. And then the way that the muscles connect is, like, something in here. Like, this muscle generally, like, comes in and attaches, and then you've got, like, your pectoral muscles that are, like, generally shaped like that. You got a lot of muscles, and then there's your neck, and then, oh yeah, and then, of course, like, the more muscle you have, the less you can see the collarbone. Why did I make him so large? It's not even, like, disproportionate, either. His head's disproportionate to the rest of him. But the width isn't, like... Yeah, let's make this man even more thick, more muscle. Because you also got different kinds of athletic builds. Where you got, like, strongman type. And, like, I don't know if you've ever looked at somebody from the strongman competition. But, like, they're big guys. None of them have, like, defined six-packs. They're just over here, like, looking like a Viking. Which, you know, they're very good at looking like they're strong. But they're not like, oh, bodybuilder, like, very crazy itty bitty waists, super defined musculature, looking like bubbles, like they can't handle a tray at a restaurant. This is just, I have a very specific memory of this whole, like, tray at a restaurant thing, because we had so we had this one server. I was probably like 10, and I just remember my dad was laughing about it, and I was like, shouldn't be laughing about this, but it is pretty funny. But we had a server who was, like, generally pretty muscular. Like, man had, like, big barrel chests, like, huge arms. Like, he could have broken 10-year-old me in half. But he couldn't, like, bring his arms in close to his body because he was so thick and just the way that everything, like, interfered. So my man's out here, like, barrel-chested, super fit, big arms. But he had to carry everything, like, away from his body. So he's like standing there with his big barrel chest and his big arms, and he can't bring his arms in like this, right? Because there has to be space here. So his arms were just constantly at, like, he was just constantly A-posing. Like, everything he did was an A-pose. And so he's, like, carrying trays, like, out here. And, like, granted, he could carry a lot. But he couldn't. He just could not bring his arms in. He could not squish this in anymore. He was just in a perpetual A-pose. And it was so funny. And I was like, man, I feel bad for laughing at this. He's clearly worked very hard to, like, build himself up. I'm not that kind of person. I weigh too much. Yeah, anyway, I just have that visual image constantly of, like, this man having to, he had to rotate his whole waist to, like, back and forth to rotate anyway. He couldn't just, like, move his arms in and out. Like, man was looking like a little bit of a robot. And I was having a great time. So anyway, there's my story time for right now. And I got distracted. Alright, so now we have our man who's big build. And like eyes are halfway up the head. So like there. Give him an unhappy face. Here's his chin. Here's his jaw. Ears. Nose. We're not going for perfect proportions, and then the rest of his head. Yeah, you just like give him this big blocky shape, and then you get this little itty bitty waist. Now, depending on the guy, if he does leg day, then he's gonna have some big legs. He's gonna be big all the way down. He's gonna be like giant thighs, well-developed muscles, looking real good. But it's usually always slimmer unless they are like bodybuilder type, in which they're like bubble thighs. Like, you wish you had a thigh gap like that, looking like an X chromosome over here. And then you get knees. And I'm not claiming that I'm like perfect with my anatomy. It's been a very, very long time since I had to draw the entire muscular system. But generally knowing it is really good for you. Because depending on the build of the person is going to change like some of the shape language that you use. But I'm very partial to angles. I'll angles everything. I don't care. At my last job, where one of the things that we had to do was angle cameras, we called learning how to do that Angle Academy. And yeah, I'll never forget that because it just worked. It was fun. Alright, and then there's your heel. And then your foot is a shape. Something like that. You got ankles. Which ankle is the inside one's supposed to be higher? Yeah, I think so. I think the inside one's higher. Reasons to know your anatomy. That's okay, because you just draw your shapes, and you draw your boxes, and there you go. And then if you want to add toes, then you just add toes. Ankles. Anyway, here's a big buff looking dude. Is he proportional? Let's find out. There's that, and then here's his head. Alright. Is the man's proportions. Oh my god, why are their legs so short today? What am I doing? It doesn't even look like his legs are too short. Yeah, his legs are like way too short. Okay. That's because this part of his legs is too short. How do I move the... Oh. Here. Right, now let's see. That's much better. Alright, now he's not horribly short. Cut that. Go away. But yeah, like this would probably be a little better defined and like, or like that, because your ankles get thick when you gain weight. Yeah, this guy looks like he could kick you into next week. Alright. Well, this is gonna be big build boy. But like, if you were to put this guy next to this guy, like, this is like how tall this man is supposed to be. Yeah, like a foot taller than the average 5'7" person. Can you imagine standing next to a mountain of a man? That's what I should have referenced is that the mountain or whatever from Game of Thrones? Question mark. Shows how much media I pay attention to. Okay, we're gonna call this buff man. Call this buff base. I don't really need it right now. Just here to have a good time. Not necessarily here for a long time. Don't need that. I do need this. Which is cool because I need to draw Mr. Conrad, who is certainly a guy. That's okay. He is pretty bland, but that's kind of the point. He's not supposed to be anybody interesting. So. I'm on the wrong layer. Sure would help if I was on the right layer. He's court. Alright, so. He has a rather long face. He has a defined chin. I very, very definitely defined it. But he's got a thinner jawline than is an elf. Let's find the middle of the head, which should be, like, there. So. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, okay, it's gone forever. When I draw elves, I try to figure out, like, generally where the actual ear is supposed to go, and then I just kind of go from there. Otherwise, they look horrible. It never fails. I will mess them up every time. Let's see. I gave him a, like, this kind of beard. And he's got sideburns. So he can keep his sideburns. I'm a fan of the scruffier look. And then let's see, he's definitely got a long, kind of straight nose. So nose is going to be at the bottom of the ears. For those of you who don't know. And then, have I drawn this man with his eyes open? At all? Like, besides just a comedy face? Oh, I have not. We see his face twice. 3 times. None of it's consistent. I'm really good at being an artist. I know exactly what I'm doing all the time. Full confidence, full send on everything I ever do. Like, yeah, I got this. Oh, that's too frowny. Yeah, that's about frowny enough. Yeah, he's gotta look kind of tired. What are his eyebrows? Oh yeah, he's got eyebrows. And he's got just enough. Face looks tilted. So let's define some of those edges a little better. And that just, see, that thickened his face up too much. Just the slightest motion of the... Alright, and then your neck has muscles that do that kind of thing. Yeah, good enough. And then he can continue to look tired. Oh, what color are his eyes? I've never considered what color his eyes are. I don't know. Alright, this eye on the right is just a tad too small, so we're gonna fix that. And now it's a tad too big. So it might just be Placement? Rotation? I don't know. I think it was placement. That's slightly better. Okay, and then he's got hair. Hello, June.
Hi, Kurt.
How's it
Merry
going? Happy Crisis.
Merry Chrysler.
Arkham
It's going. I am playing Cult of the Lamb for a little bit.
Nice. Gotta get them cultists.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in the end game for a very, very long time, so at this point, I'm just achievement farming.
That's a valid thing to do in any video game that you're playing.
True.
I am attempting to draw a quote-unquote, and I heavy quotes-unquotes, reference picture for some of the characters in the comic. And we're doing great. And I mean that in the most sarcastic of ways, because I don't know how this man's hair works.
No, that's so fair. I only have one monitor with me because I'm at my parents' place until technically tomorrow, because it's the 25th now. I'm leaving like the afternoon of the 26th.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can't see who's in your chat, but I assume there's someone in your chat based on the fact that you were talking moments ago, unless you were talking to yourself, as I'm also
talking to myself.
Ah.
Or the presumable 2 viewers that exist? I don't know. Nobody's in chat.
Hello, mystery viewers.
Hello, mystery gang. How does his hair fucking work?
God, I have to clean my fans in my PC.
Yeah, that is a thing that should be done very regularly.
Yeah, I usually do it, but I'm like, ooh, I haven't done that in a little bit, and I can see my hair in there.
Dude, if that's not a mood, just like finding your hair everywhere.
Dude, I shed like a cat.
Same.
It is mysterious. Oh god, 2 of my followers had a baby, and now I gotta think of what to name it.
Are you doing meme names?
No, I named them all after League characters.
Oh.
But I've gone through most of the League characters, and I'm
So
like,
time to start
okay.
naming them after their ships.
Well, now I gotta name them after like an item at this point. That would be funny.
Yeah, but wouldn't it also be funny to like name this one Time Bomb?
Okay, but it's not Jinx and Echoes.
I don't know whose kid it is. Like, obviously.
Cain and Ezreal's.
Okay, do they have a ship?
It's just SK.
Oh.
Because no one's creative.
Yeah, people in ship communities aren't always very creative, are they?
The Yu-Gi-Oh community is extremely creative.
Oh, did you see that they announced a new, like, Yu-Gi-Oh miniseries?
Yeah, I did, and they're remastering GX, by which I mean they're just gonna, like, do it in HD, and probably crop it, but I'll take what I can get.
We're gonna HDify.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yay!
I need to look at reference for this man's hair. Oh, it's Crystal in the chat now. Hello, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
Merry Crisis.
Merry Christmas.
Guy hairstyle.
I think you would be pleased to know that Jinx has 2 of the more creative ship names. It's Light Cannon for her and Lux, and then Time Bomb for her and Echo.
Excellent.
It's very funny. It's what she deserves.
Yes, Jinx deserves the best. Who did I base this man's hair off of? Oh, you know what? I think I based him off of Patrick Dempsey. Patrick Dempsey. Oh, that man's got a lot of gray hair now. Oh no, maybe I thought about it and then I couldn't draw his hair, so I didn't. Nope. Well, that hairstyle it? And I'm struggling.
Hang on, what? Which character is this?
This is the doctor. Oh, I quoted you earlier. He's a healer. He's a doctor.
Oh, he's a healer. He's a doctor.
He's a very tired doctor who's tired of everybody getting hurt. And is like, I'm gonna stop healing you if you don't stop getting hurt for dumb reasons.
Isn't that familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah. God. Funniest kind of doctor character, to be honest. So you're looking for a hair reference?
Yeah, because I've drawn him before. Let me pull this image down here. Because I've drawn him before. I have his hair.
Let me see him.
I can put him in the chat too.
Let me see a prior reference.
Because I got it, but I don't got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go. I put it in the chat.
Oh my god, yeah, I know. That is an extremely familiar hairstyle.
Right? But I, can't figure it out. Crystal,
so
for how chaotic of a holiday, I was around 4 toddlers screaming for 3 hours today. They were having a good time, but it was noisy.
Is it David Tennant?
No, he didn't have David Tennant hair, but I could look at David Tennant hair. I'm wondering if I drew the swoop wrong. And I gave it the wrong vibes. That might be just what happened. Okay, let me go look at David Tennant. David Tennant swoop hair?
There are multiple David Tennant hairs.
Swoop hair. This man has such a, very specific hairline.
He really does.
Okay, I see where the sideburns are giving David Tennant. Yeah, okay. Not quite. We're not quite there. But this is still reference that I can look at. Not... Yeah, okay, so I would have, just drawn this hair completely wrong. Okay. I'm just gonna look at Dr. Swoop haircut. Well, there's Doc Strange. I don't think I want Doc Strange. Benedict Cumberbatch is not my Conrad.
No.
Professional doctor haircuts.
Professional doctor haircut.
Oh, you know what? This might exactly be it. Yeah, that looks pretty close. Alright, this might just... This right here. I'm just pasting that. That looks about like what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
That's accidentally exactly it. I just wish I had this on at a different angle so I could see how the swoop looks on the side. On the other side where the hair is swooping, but I think that I've kind of insinuated the shapes in the right way. So I think I just need to I think I need to just fix the way that it is curled around his head, because it's a little too... This is a little too loosey-goosey. Deleted everything. Or
you might want to undelete.
I did not. I did not delete everything. I hit the wrong button, so it transferred me into oblivion. Okay. All right. So now, let me do that, and then I can. Yeah. Okay. So give him a hairline. Fix this. Let's give this man his hairline back.
Yeah.
That's how drawing works. Give him a hairline and then draw from the hairline. One's gonna be like, "What'd you do to this dude?"
We're giving him hair surgery.
Oh, I'm giving him full body surgery. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. We're doing reconstructive surgery.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
I'm the nurse.
You're allowed to be the nurse.
Yeah, you're the doctor doing the surgery, and I am the nurse, like, here to make witty comments while you do the actual surgery.
Okay. It's a little too swoopy, but, like, that's okay.
Oh, this is completely irrelevant to, like, the art, but we get the last M&M apple.
Yes! I like the M&M apple.
Yeah, so I'll be bringing that.
Okay, this is fine. It doesn't require any redrawing.
And I'll do, like, a poll for what the other one should be tomorrow. Because I think we've got Butterfinger and some other ones, but I don't know what appeals to the public.
Butterfinger is a no from me, dog.
I think Butterfingers are gross.
I don't know who in their right mind likes a Butterfinger. I don't think Lynn likes Butterfinger either, but if Kit Kat is an option, then I think we will all fight for that.
I wish my mom would put Kit Kat pieces on the apples, but nope. Never does. I should suggest that to her for next year.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be there next. Damn
it. You're like, I plan to be in a different state next year.
Yeah. I can't bring that up around her. It makes her sad. It's fine though.
I saw a reel the other day that was like it was playing. Oh, let me like stage this right. Okay. So the reel was like, who's responsible for all your trauma? And then it played the Bluey intro. And then the part where it goes, Mom! So that's all I can think of. But it's like, well, maybe if you didn't want me to leave.
See, I'm on significantly better terms with my mom now, but that is so funny. You know what makes that even funnier?
What?
She's been wearing a Bluey t-shirt all day.
That is so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he doesn't have like full sideburns. Okay, I see.
Oh my god. I've been looking at like MomoCon guests like passively. The lady who voices the Bluey mom is gonna be there.
Oh really?
Like,
that's great.
Why?
Why not?
Yeah, that's true. You got me there. I shouldn't. Let me look who else is gonna be there.
Probably a lot of famous people. Yeah. So fucking vendors for MomoCon, like vendor applications were only open for 2 weeks, and it was an entire month earlier than usual.
That's so stupid.
I'm real mad and sad about it because I'm like, okay, yeah, we can do that in December because we did it in December before. Nope. Oh,
that's so
now
sad.
He has no neck.
No neck November.
Yeah, now he just like straight up doesn't have a neck.
Oh, Court, are you a big Star versus the Forces of Evil person?
I love Star versus. I wish the 4th season didn't happen the way that it did, but
the creator and producer of that is gonna be there.
Oh hell yeah!
Darren Nefsi?
Sure.
Yeah, that's her. She's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they've got.
It's cool.
They've got both of the Bluey parents there. That's interesting.
There's gonna be so many children. Bluey was actually like stupidly huge last year. Like we saw like full on like Bluey and Bingo cosplays.
That's cute.
Yeah, they were cute. They were like, it was like wholesome fursuits.
Yeah, exactly. My parents put on Bluey for our dog when they're out of the house.
Oh, that's adorable.
Mm-hmm. Man, he's on puppy Prozac.
Oh no.
Because his separation anxiety.
Mm.
Oh. Yeah. Like, it makes sense, because he grew up with another dog literally his entire life.
Oh, yeah, you guys
And,
lost that dog
yeah.
earlier this year, right?
No, she passed away a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. Recently enough that the dog is like, ugh, my feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, and not to mention, it's like, uh, my mom's been working, my sister started going to college that year, although she's not there anymore. Then my sibling and I have both moved, so it's like the people in the house have drastically reduced. So
Yeah, so
yeah,
puppy's lonely.
he started puppy Prozac.
It's okay, puppy. I'm on Prozac too.
Yeah.
And I can always tell when it's been a few days since I've taken my meds regularly because I start getting, like, just down, but not sad, just down. Just like, oh, I'm really low energy. And then I'm like, oh, it's because I haven't consistently taken my depression meds this week. That explains that.
And it's like, oh, that'd do it.
That's like the days when I was at work and I was like, oh my god, why am I so anxious? Yeah. Gee, I wonder why I was so anxious. I didn't take my meds and I haven't eaten. So it was like two things because I can't take my meds without eating. Because like if I don't eat, I will throw up.
Oh no.
Yeah, like it makes me horribly nauseous. Is Persona music? No.
Ooh.
It's not. It just
What are
very jazzy.
They might as well be dead.
Huh?
The song you're listening to, They Might As Well Be Dead?
Yeah, I think it's from Risk of Rain. Which, like, soundtrack really good.
Yeah. Oh, they're definitely gonna do something with Dungeon Meshi, because they've got Chilchuck and Laos's voice actors there.
Oh, nice. See, Crystal, hunger doesn't add to my motivation in getting out of bed. Like, the biggest motivator to get me out of bed is if I have to pee. Because, like, if I don't go piss, and I'm, like, my bladder is full. If I do not go to the bathroom and my bladder is full, and I try to go back to sleep, I will then dream about going to the bathroom. And that is not a good combination.
Oh.
You don't want to dream about going to the bathroom, because that's when disaster can strike.
Death. Oh, fuck. They've got Tails' voice actor there.
For the movies? Or for the games?
Both. It's the same voice actor.
Oh, I didn't... They didn't get the same Sonic voice actor.
Or Knuckles. None of the same voice actors, but just Colleen. She was the only one who got to be same in movie and games.
But we have Idris Elba as Knuckles.
Which was perfect. And Keanu was honestly fantastic as Shadow. I feel like he really, like, did his homework.
Yeah, I was not expecting that, which is nice.
I was not expecting Keanu Reeves to get, like, super invested in Shadow the Hedgehog of all characters, but I was so happy. Something in me was healed when I watched Sonic the Hedgehog 3. You know why I was really there.
We all know the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like, when Keanu was, when he was in the when he first started the John Wick movies, he like, actually got good at shooting so that he could make it believable and realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's very good at shooting a gun now.
He's a really good actor.
I used to not like him very much, even though I was like, oh, he's so famous for The Matrix. Like, he's so bland. And now I'm like, no, he's a good dude.
He's a good dude.
I think he's gotten a lot better at acting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I grew up with Matrix and Speed. Neither of those movies are great.
Bill and Ted is right there.
I didn't grow up with Bill and Ted, though. I didn't see Bill and Ted until, I think, college, and I wasn't impressed with it.
I've never seen it. fucking around.
Like, it's fine. I get why it's so memed.
It's a giant shitpost of a film.
Yeah, it is. But, like, it's all... I also saw it around the time that my parents were like, we're going to show you all these movies that you've never seen because they're good and they're classics. And then almost every single movie that they made me watch, I was like, this is not a good movie. This is not a good movie. You know how big, like, 300, the Zack Snyder 300 movie was?
Yeah.
And that's, like, that movie is almost shot for shot, just the graphic novel 300. And it took the world by fucking storm. Everybody was like, Spartans! This is Sparta! And I was like, okay, but the memes from the movie are better than the movie. Was the movie good? Sure. Technically, probably. I didn't like it. I'm like, I feel like I'm in a weird camp over here because I just, like, did not like this movie.
No, that's so fair.
It was, like, fine. My expectations were too high going in. That's the problem, is when people set expectations high, I will be disappointed.
Yeah, I feel like it's better to go into a movie with, like, low expectations sometimes.
Yeah, just give me the synopsis and tell me nothing else.
Mm-hmm. I always feel, like, nervous when I, like, hype up horror movies to people, because I'm like, what if I'm biased? What if it's not actually that good?
But here's the thing, is you're biased, but I respect your opinion about movies. I don't respect my parents' opinion about movies. They liked The Last Airbender.
Ew, why?
Oh no, Suicune! I don't know why. I bumped my desk and like, 3 Pokemon fell.
That's foul.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
It is foul. They were like, oh, it's pretty good. And I was like, it is an abomination. Pretty good by what standards? When After Earth came out and it was like available to rent, because we were too poor to go to the movies, we watched it. And at that time, I was during my degree, so I was learning a lot of things about the industry in general. And they were like, wow, the CG looks so good. And I'm like, that is so obviously CG. It looks like crap. They were like, this movie's great. I'm like, what about this movie is good? Nothing about this movie is good. Why are you enjoying? You're welcome to enjoy yourself, but your opinion is wrong. This is objectively horrible.
God, yeah.
My parents still talk to me about movies now.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
As they shouldn't, because... Oh... Sorry, I'm gonna keep going.
No, continue.
Christmas 3 or 4 years ago, right after the final Star Wars movie came out, The Rise of Skywalker. Okay, let me just preface this by saying I really liked The Force Awakens. Everything about that movie was my vibe. It was a fun time. I really liked the characters. I loved the potential of where these things could go. Was the plot perfect? No. Were the characters perfect? No. But that movie it scratched the itch that I needed from Star Wars, and I was so excited for more. And then the next 2 movies happened. And I was like, what the fuck did they do? I'm a very casual Star Wars fan. Very casual. I have still not seen the original trilogy. Which tells you how casual a fan is. So I didn't have any stakes going into that movie. To any of the recent movies. I had 0 stakes going into those movies. What did they do? Why did they do that? Why did they switch directors in the middle of the second movie to change the entire course of everything against everybody's will? You know? We got one really cool, spectacular, amazing shot from the second movie in the newest trilogy. That shot was so breathtakingly beautiful when the rocket goes through the other rocket and you're just like, whoa. Okay? But besides that, I had no stakes in the rest of that movie except what stakes were set up in The Force Awakens. And know. They really did. This stuff from Luke doesn't make any sense. The Kylo Ren / Rey romance made 0 sense. I was like, they have shipped her with Finn. I was there for the poly ship for Finn, Poe, and Rey. I was there for that because there was so much like cute, hilarious art of it that I was like, I can't help but ship this. I love this. Like, it was just a good time because holy shit, a fandom can have a good time without being horrible and toxic as new fans. This is amazing. And then they just soiled it. They soiled all the rest of it, and they made it worse. And like, there's some cool like cinematography, and was it like technically and actedly better than episodes 1, 2, and 3? Yes.
Actedly?
Hayden Christensen can't act, man. I will stand by that. He was perfect for Anakin because Anakin is a dry blob.
You know what? You are not incorrect.
The Clone Wars animated series fans are gonna come after me for that one. He had charm in the animated series. Like, they developed him out with, like, Ahsoka. They worked off of each other. Ahsoka's a great character.
I remember liking Ahsoka when I was a kid.
Ahsoka's cool. She got her own TV series. Good for her. Nobody else is gonna get a TV series.
No, of course not.
No, why would they? Also, Rogue One was really good. Like, as a movie, like, Star Wars notwithstanding, again, haven't seen the original trilogy all the way through. Rogue One was great. That was a wonderful movie. They were like, yeah, let's get some stakes up in this business. Let's real stakes. Let's go. Hell yeah. Alright, I don't know how Dr. Coates looks, so we're just gonna cut this one off at the knee. And then he can have a split in the back. And then he's wearing pants, and the pants are just regular pants. Nothing special here.
I enjoy your impassioned rants about films.
Oh god, I think what was one of the films? I think it was a golf film. I don't think it was Groundhog Day, but it might have been Groundhog Day. It was something with Bill Murray and golf. And my stepdad was like, this is one of the best movies ever made. And I was just like, this movie was boring and not to my comedy. Like, it doesn't scratch my itch. So you're welcome to enjoy it. I didn't like it. They also swore up and down that Talladega Nights was one of the best movies ever made. And while I respect that opinion, Talladega Nights is pretty funny, to the right people, me included. I enjoyed it when I watched it over a decade ago. It's not one of the greatest movies ever made, but we sure did get some good memes out of it.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Ow.
Colt. No.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm in a crusade. I finally named that child.
Oh, would you end up naming it?
Crusade. I named it after an item in League. I named it Monamune. Because it's an item they can both build effectively, and I was like, you know what, that's stupid, I may as well.
That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
God, what other movies do I have opinions about? There's a lot of them.
I have, like, most of my strong opinions are about horror films.
Yeah, see, this is why I know that I can trust your opinion on horror films, though. Because, like, I don't like bad horror films. Okay, hold on. Let me rescind that. I like bad horror films if the point is to watch them knowing that they're bad.
Like, President's Day, I think it knows it's, like, low budget. Because I think it's unironically funny.
Yeah, well, that movie doesn't take itself seriously. Like, that's exactly. Fine. I don't mind that kind of thing. But I really love bad horror movies that do take themselves seriously and are just horrible. Although there is one movie we had to, like, hey David, There is one movie that we had to, like, completely stop watching because it was just, like, it was something that was on Netflix.
Was it Deliverance?
Was it Deliverance? Is that the one about the abusive mom?
Yes.
Yeah, we couldn't finish watching that because, like, that's too close to home for some people. And also, they were using supernatural reasoning to, like, be like, this is why this mom is domestically abusive to her children. And it's like, no, this is a real thing that real people go through, and you can't just be like, it was the demons.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that, but when you guys said you were watching Deliverance, I was like, oh boy, good luck.
We did not finish. We got like 40 minutes in, and we were like, yeah, we're done with this.
Yeah.
And I can deal with, like, I don't get affected by a lot of things. I'm way more likely to cry at a happy scene in a movie. Like, fucking Toy Story 4 made me tear up. Just because, like, the little doll, like, found herself a, like, forever home and was being loved. And I was like, my sister made fun of me for crying.
No, you're so valid. I cried a little over Sonic 3.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, just feeling your childhood realized, I could see that.
There's like a specific scene where I was like, why was this actually emotional? What the fuck?
Oh, with the girl?
No, I've seen her die a million times in a million adaptations. They did it in a really fucked up way I wasn't expecting, though. I was like, what? What?
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna elaborate outside of that. Do watch it, though.
Yeah, I was almost gonna suggest that if you hadn't gone and seen it already, I was gonna suggest that we do that as like a group activity.
No, we're gonna watch it.
You know,
we're gonna do it.
She's gonna already say yes to that.
Yeah, I figured.
I was gonna suggest it actually, but I was like, I don't know if you're gonna want to do that. So now that you've suggested it, we have to.
Yeah.
I want to go see it again.
I was trying to figure out what day we can watch the new Megan Fox movie. How do loafers work?
I'm gonna be back at my place later on the 26th.
Is that Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be around then.
Well, I don't know what time I'm gonna be around on Thursday. Because we're going to Kenny and Anna's side of town so that we can see, my sister and I can see our family over there. And then, oh yeah, I just don't know how shoes work. We're gonna have dinner with them, or at least I suggested dinner, but it'll probably be dinner. We'll probably go over there at like the early afternoon and then come back after dinner. So I'm like, we might be home around like 8 or 9 or earlier. I'm just expecting that there's going to be classic Atlanta traffic, so I don't want to leave at 5.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. And like, I think my sister has to work Friday or something. Oh, she's off all week. Never mind, she doesn't have to work on Friday. She was like, let's go on Friday, and I was like, absolutely not.
What do you mean you're sold out of clothing? I don't have all this stuff. Lame.
Unlock some other way?
Probably. This is some fucking bullshit.
June, I can't believe you, like, popped into my stream the other day and were just like, I can't believe you're drawing Guy Fieri and feet.
I mean, was I wrong?
You weren't wrong, but I can't believe you said it out loud.
Guy Fieri?
Ew. I mean, true, but...
I mean, I had definitely looked up Guy Fieri shirts to make sure that I was putting the flames up right.
Good.
Even though the outfit is a reference to Fairy Tail, a thing I've never watched or cared about. I was just like, this is funny, I'm going to do it.
God. I got a relic in Cult of the Lamb that just makes me so fucking small. and a tarot card that makes my weapon significantly faster. So I just have a big old hammer that I can slam down at maximum speed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god, you're Sonic.
That's so true.
Amy, Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Ew, centipedes.
How are you doing, David?
What?
I said, how are you doing, David?
I'm doing.
You're existing. Merry Crisis.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
This is definitely not a big enough file for this, and I probably don't care. Okay, time to look up a Dr. Coat so I can reference it before I all this done. Dr. Coat. Dr. Cott? No, Dr. Coat.
Who the fuck is Dr. Cott? Wait, you're not gonna put him in scrubs?
No, he might wear scrubs sometimes, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's like classic doctor, like... Yeah, okay, so we have overdone this should be down thing. That's fine.
God, I hate how slow the hammer is, but when it's fast because of tarot card.
You're like, this makes a perfect weapon.
Yeah, my favorite is still the gun. And no one was shocked.
Oh yeah, June Wick and her gun.
But
Yeah.
everyone was shot.
Exactly.
I
Not
like
shocked,
the
they're
hammer.
all
Just
shot.
gotta roll in when it's ready to strike.
Yeah.
Oh man, straight up the only reason I made it is far... No wait, I beat Dark Souls 2. Straight up the only reason I beat Dark Souls 2 is because I got a really lucky item drop really early.
Yeah.
That was the Demon Hammer.
Mm.
It was the first item I got from the birds, because there's these birds in a nest that you can trade with, and that was just happened to be what I got from them. And I just ran around the entire game with Big Hammer and took my sweet time. Just pow, 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 just mashing and crushing everything in sight. And, yeah, that's the only reason I made it through Dark Souls 2, which people swear by. People will die on the hill that Dark Souls 2 is the best. And while I understand, I disagree.
I heard a lot of people say they like Dark Souls 2 despite the hate, but I don't think there are many people that argue it's the best.
Oh, there's like a whole...
Dark Souls 2 is pretty widely hated.
Yeah, I know, but there's that group of people who will just die on the hill that it is the best Dark Souls game. And I'm like, Dark Souls 3 is just objectively better in almost every way. Except level design, because Dark Souls 1 level design was better. I do agree Dark Souls 3 is a little linear, but I also like that about it, as I get distracted.
Oh, fuck, I didn't
I'll
mean
just have to believe you that people say it's the best, because I've personally never heard that from anyone, but... I also don't read a lot of opinions about Dark Souls. I just happen to see Dark Souls 2 hate, because it's common.
Yeah, like, I don't like this game. This game's
Yeah.
That's okay. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it can be for someone else.
Yeah, you can take that game and put it over there.
I thought you were gonna say and shove it up your ass.
Well,
Well,
I
if you
thought
want
about
to. No, personally, I wouldn't.
Yeah, the box seems kinda unwieldy.
think you can even get a box copy anymore.
True. Everything's digital nowadays.
Like, the game introduced some good elements and also some terrible elements. Like, the levels were horrible. I would rather run through Blighttown than an entire part of the game that is like, just, you have to play it.
This is a hot take, I know. Blighttown is really not that bad.
It's not! Running through Blighttown the first time, I was like,
I need to go back and... Yeah, I need to go back and finish Dark Souls 1 sometime, because I got through, like, a decent chunk of it my freshman year of college, got busy, and never went back to it. But I'd heard so many stories about Blighttown, and it really wasn't bad.
To be fair...
Like, is it just because this is the first one that people played? Because it was, like, the first big... Because obviously, like, FromSoft had made other games first, but, like, that was the first one that, like, really blew up. So I'm like, is this just because it was, like, their first Poison Swamp area? Like, this is fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I didn't think Blighttown was that bad. It was rough, but it was not the worst thing I'd ever done. It was significantly not as bad as the sewers and crap from Dark Souls 2 that I I can't even remember the name of the area, but it was awful. It wasn't the sewers, but it was a specific area where, like, there's a bunch of statues, like, lining the walls and they just spit poison at you. That was worse. I literally, like, unless you know to throw yourself off a specific ledge to be able to run there safely, I spent, like, too many hours there. And that might have just been my own silliness, stupidity. Also, people kept invading me there. Like, constantly getting invaded there. And I was, like, I was losing my mind.
Well, here's my cold take. I think Blighttown sucked.
Sure.
That's so true, June.
I think there were yeah, I know you were being...
I think we played the Dark Souls game.
Yeah, I have opinions. I'm a fake fan, though. I don't know everything there is to know about Dark Souls. I need to also finish. Do you have Dark Souls Remastered, David?
I think so.
Yeah, so to be fair, we aren't playing Blighttown for the first time on the game that is, like, was completely unoptimized and ran at 6 frames per second in Blighttown. Like, the original release of the game on PS3 was a nightmare for Blighttown because there was just so much. And I can understand the hate from that perspective.
If that's why people didn't like it, that's super valid.
Yeah, like, completely understandable. I haven't had that experience.
Yeah, if it's because it ran like shit, that makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah, it did. It was horrible. Okay. It ran terribly.
Because the actual like content of the level itself is like really not that bad.
Yeah, like it could be way worse. Yeah. So yeah, Blighttown, not that bad to me. Like, it sucked. I don't want to do it again. I didn't like it, but it wasn't as bad as the gutters.
I also come from the one I've played the most is Bloodborne, and the one I played first. And I just hate the frenzy in that so much. But I'm like, nothing will ever compare. No, Frenzy happens to you.
I don't even think I got that
you know the. Oh yeah, no. If you'd gotten there, you would know. It's it's.
I'm gonna go look.
It's like it's one of the. I think an equivalent status exists in the other games probably, but it like when it's a status bar that when it fills up, you basically just like lose all your health. So I think the amount of damage it does and how fast it builds up might scale with how much insight you have. So the problem is probably that it's like a late game area you run into this, and I always held on to a bunch of it because insight's really good to buy upgrade materials for your weapon.
Right, so that's the area where the Winter Lanterns are, which is the thing that
yes,
people were like, oh, this is referenced in... Yeah, see, I didn't get that far. Because the point where I stopped playing Bloodborne and need to go back and keep playing Bloodborne is right after you uncover the old ones.
Yeah.
Like that area immediately after that reveal, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I like died in a really stupid way and lost a bunch of blood echoes, and I was just like, that's really disappointing. I'm really upset about this.
That's fair.
But like, I need to just go back and play it because like, the game was good. I liked it a lot. I was really enjoying Bloodborne. I liked the pace of it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Bloodborne's really good.
Yeah, I would love it if they would bring it to PC. And admittedly, my Dark Souls 1 experience has been Dark Souls Remastered and not by myself.
Mm.
Yeah, that's why I asked if you had remastered, is because like Kitty and I have been doing a run through and I need to get back to it. So if you want to join, feel free. Because the boss fights are still good.
Yeah. I think. Let's see. Steam says I played about 14 hours. I think the last thing I remember, at least, was like Sen's Fortress.
Oh, Sen's Fortress was so hard. Like, it's not even that bad, but it was so hard. Luckily, the elevator didn't get me.
Mm.
The elevator got a lot of people, but it didn't get me because I watched too many just general videos about Dark Souls as a whole. Not even like playthroughs. I was just like, oh, I remember this being in a tier list of like shitty traps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't wish Dark Souls 2 on anybody. The reason I don't have an experience with the people who hate Dark Souls 2 is because when I bitched about it on Facebook, I had like 5 guys, not the restaurant.
5 guys?
I knew it. I knew that was coming. Like 5 different dudes in my comments, like, Dark Souls 2 is the best Dark Souls. And I'm like, I don't agree with you about a lot of other things, so I'm not going to agree with you about this. And this is a lot less important than the other things I disagree with you about.
I've figured out the problem is that this was on Facebook, which is a cesspool of crime and villainy.
I mean, true, but also I get lots of memes off of Facebook, even if they've been ripped from everywhere else.
That's so valid.
And I just don't care, because I don't engage with very much social media. I haven't saved this at all. That's not good.
Save your shit.
I know, hang on. This can go
nice
in... I don't fucking know, I can sit here. Sure. Okay, it's been saved. I didn't realize I hadn't saved. Oops. Alright. Is this what I plan to do today? Not exactly. Is it what I did anyway? Yes. Excuse me. Grab his color references.
Die, Devil Scorpion.
June, are you continuing your existing cold, or did you start a new one?
It's my existing cold. I'm trying to get all the lore and outfits for that achievement. Okay. Oh Makes god. Sense. There's poison everywhere.
I think that might be the last thing I need to do also.
I need to do the no-hit fights, but I hate that fucking squid.
That's
and
so
I hope
fair.
he dies.
No-hit fights sounds terrible.
Well,
Calamar was definitely the hardest one to no-hit.
I think I managed, it was either Hecate or Leshy. I think it was Leshy.
Mm-hmm.
Lagombi.
Sorry, you said Leshy and that's all I could think about.
And I don't think Leshy was very hard.
Mm-hmm.
But Calamar's gonna be a fucking nightmare because I hate that squid-looking motherfucker. I hope he dies in a pit.
Yeah, that one took me the long. That one, I did a no hit of the final boss before I finished the no hit of Calamar. There's not even an achievement for that one. Bullshit.
I hate. Final boss is such a pain too. Oh god, my followers are starving.
I can't believe they can't feed them. Have you watched all the like animated shorts for Cult of the Lamb?
And they're just so accurate.
They're so good. He's like, why didn't you feed yourselves? And it's like, well, you weren't here. It's like, Guys!
You didn't give us permission to eat.
You don't need my permission to eat.
It's like I was literally gone for 20 minutes. That was the exact amount of time I was gone. It's okay, I did a feast ritual, so now everyone is eaten. Alright, you dumb, stupid idiots.
You dumb, stupid fools. I forgot his arm hair.
Gotta have his arm hair.
His arm has to have hair. Because very few other characters that I've drawn have arm hair, even though I know that people have arm hair.
Or do they?
Theoretically, they do.
Hair?
On my people.
I love multiply layers. I remember the day I discovered multiply layers and I was like,
I think I'm gonna use blue for his undershirt, just because I can. And white.
Discovering multiply layers genuinely felt like discovering, like, devil magic.
Yeah, that's how I learned how to do, art.
I thought you were going to say discovering God.
There is no God, David.
It felt like discovering God, and God was me.
Oops.
Alright. Alright, you poor useless little
brown
dummies.
is dark enough, or should his hair be black?
Oh, I gotta go nurture the child.
Oh no, the child requires nurture. I believe you have to nurture them. Oh.
Yeah, when a baby's born, you gotta take time to nurture them.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can build a nursery now, though.
Oh, that's nice.
Right, make your followers nurture.
Why do you still look so distressed? Why are all my followers kissing each other?
I don't know.
What kind of culture have you built in your cult?
Well,
culture. Yeah.
I pick favorites. I've made all of my favorites immortal. And so since they live forever, I guess they've decided to start kissing.
Hmm. Interesting.
Darker. Sure what the color that. Eat.
How are you guys still hungry? I literally just held a feast.
You just ate!
Divas.
That's right, call them out, June. Call them for what they are.
And they are divas. Okay, I guess the wedding... Do I have to marry another person in order to get the wedding dress? Probably. Chef jacket, jester costume, and warrior outfit. Okay, but the baby followers are so cute. Just baby kitty.
Little kid.
Baby.
Brown eyes or blue eyes?
What's the hair color?
Dark brown.
Go for brown eyes.
Right.
Brown eyes are underrated. God, I have so many graves. Too many people have died in this goddamn cult.
Do you have any twisted fates to go with them?
Yes.
Good. Now they can be gay.
Yeah. God, I ran out of like character names, so I just started naming my. I had a Lilia 2. I named a pink bird Vistian Rights. I named a horse Hextech.
Admittedly, when I made the joke, I was not even thinking about the fact that your cult was League themed.
Yeah.
It's just like, haha, grapes.
Graves. Yeah, no, this is my League themed cult.
The Cult of Legends.
Cult of Legends. It does have their cause of death, and most of them died of old age, but I forgot I did murder Olaf.
Deserved.
Oops. Warwick died of old age.
Oh, rip. I mean, I guess that's a better ending than for him on like a personal level. Then it's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
Everyone's having a good time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for classic black tie. Pants could be deeper.
Don't think I've had a briar.
To the castle.
What about the castle?
I'm playing Peglin, and the first area is a forest, and now I'm in a castle.
Oh yeah, moving up.
Yeah.
Oops. Excellent. Hair. different. Okay. I've done it. I've completed one whole reference.
Nice.
Yay!
One said, if you need
Congratulations.
something to do, this is what you should do. I'm like, I don't need something to do. There's just things that I could do.
Mm-hmm. I just got an achievement called Math is My Passion.
Based.
I think what I'm looking for is in this notebook. Oh, their faces are so long.
Are you the main character from the Notebook?
No.
Got him.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Hey, stop making out on the job.
How dare they?
Oh my god. So you can read the thoughts of your followers. Look at this nonsense.
Oh boy.
What are they saying?
I'm going to be a great
Oh my
parent
God.
as long as I don't have to do anything.
So true.
Me. I'm good at being an aunt.
I'm gonna be the sickest uncle of all time.
So true.
Oh look, there's my doodle of Anju's character's mom from D&D. Oh, June! They fucking talked to her.
Oh, neat.
Not much. She basically was like, "You fucked up. Good luck." That was about the extent of that quote unquote conversation.
Sounds very successful to me.
That's oh no, it's not guy.
F.
F.
Mans isn't coming back, I suppose.
Oh no, he's back.
Oh, interesting.
That was fast.
Yeah, it's just a big mystery about why. I know. Lynn knows. Nobody else knows.
See, I thought he was cooked.
He was. Lynn had zero plan when she decided to put him in the situation he was in that resulted in his death, and I was like, okay, what are you expecting to get out of this? And she said, I don't know, I'm planned up to here. And I'm like, that is not helpful. So I figured something out. It'll make things interesting. Okay, where are the other character studies that I did? Because I can't find them in my notebook.
Are they in your heart?
It'd be really nice if I have them digitally.
Oh, I never did my Honkais. I should do that.
Oh, I forgot about a demon that I made who's based off of Crash Bandicoot.
Oh my god.
It's specifically Biker Crash Bandicoot from Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. Because that's how I roll. Okay, what notebook is this? This art is in the same notebook.
You good?
Yeah. Elbow pain.
Elbow pain bad.
Yeah. It be like that.
I'm sorry that you're suffering.
It's okay.
Oh my god, why are their eyes so big? Fine, I can save this in my references from here.
Oh yeah, Pure Fiction updated.
Yeah, it was one of those moments where I'm like, did I do the last one?
Oh fuck, Planar Fissure ends in an hour.
Uh-oh.
Oh fuck, did I do that?
Probably not.
Probably didn't. Actually, wait. I think I did. That only gets the things once. It never resets, right?
You get like 12 uses and they don't reset.
Yeah. Okay. I think I may have done it then. If not, I will simply die.
Perish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's what the kids are calling it these days.
I'm probably gonna go burn it on Kalpani Lantern again.
I think that's what I did.
What save file am I doing? Am I Acheron 1, 2, or 3? Why do I have 7 weighted curios on this one?
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a couple.
That's just a few. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let's just say, for context, it's a lot.
So you normally get like 2. So 7 is a lot.
finger was on the wrong button. Nah, I'm all good.
It's the end of the world.
It is the end of the world, actually. You're so correct.
I'm trying so hard to find this reference picture that may have never existed.
Oh no. I hope you find it.
Thanks. We'll see.
No, wait. I know what I should do. By which I mean I should not do it. But I'm gonna do it anyway.
Do it anyway.
Give me my quantum orb, you stupid fucking deer.
Quantum orb?
Quantorb.
Yeah. Quantorb.
It's not gonna give it to me, but I'm going to do it again. I hate this fucking deer. I hate this fucking deer. Give me my fucking orb. So they better compensate us with $1 million when they fix this bug.
The aventurine bug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double crit HP orb!
It really do be like that, huh?
That's a 4-word horror story.
Okay, it doesn't exist on Facebook. Why do I keep getting ads for Masterclass? I don't want these ads.
Not unless they're paying you.
Thoughts and prayers for any of our Welsh comrades who are fighting dead horses in the streets right now.
Oh.
Very lewd.
Am I saying it wrong again?
What?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
How did you say it? Was I saying it wrong?
I thought it was Lamari Lloyd.
You're probably right.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
I'm the one that doesn't pronounce things very well most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I remember this conversation, a similar conversation happening, and we looked it up, and it was how you said it, June.
Yeah, because it shows up in Little Goody Two Shoes, and I remember being like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
Also, it's Welsh, and Welsh words are always pronounced really weird.
The Welsh language is fake, actually. No offense
Welsh
to the
is
Welsh.
fake.
I'm feeling mildly disrespected.
It's too many consonants in a row. It's not possible. You're welcome to try to explain it to me.
Well, if I wasn't medicated, I would probably fuck you, Taikion Laser Stadium. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I understand.
Sorry. This orb got a primal reaction from me.
That's what made it so funny.
David, if you will look, you will understand.
Oh my god.
I'm never getting this fucking quantum orb.
Okay, but sick orb for I don't know, Luca.
Who I never use.
Who, who's physical that would use that? Sushong? Sushong, actually. That's a sick Sushong piece. Great Sushong piece.
Sobs and cries. But yeah, the Welsh language is pretty fundamental in the construction of the English language. But...
Well, yeah, the English probably stole it.
Yeah. No, like, English was founded on, you know, the subjugation of the Celts.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course it was.
Aww. So how come like linguistically, how did we go from a language that uses so many consonants to vowels are based actually?
Well, oh god. Welsh.
Mm-hmm.
Welsh.
Welsh.
Well, shit.
That's true. Well, shit.
So true. Yeah.
I can ask you when you're not medicated sometime.
That might be a better angle. But like...
No disrespect to all the Welshers in chat, by the way.
Rip to me.
If you're even real.
I'm just fucking around. Wales is fucking sick.
Wales is fucking sick. Old English is almost like fundamentally unrecognizable from Middle English and Modern English, which is so wild to think about.
Yeah, language and the way it changes is so interesting.
Mm-hmm. And
especially like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you first.
I was just gonna say, especially like.
Oh, is this a me thing or a David?
I think it's a David thing because I also can't hear him.
Okay. They killed him. They killed him on Christmas Eve.
He's dead.
They shot him on Christmas.
Oh, man. This is very cool.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, they got him.
Found some old art. Found a notebook that is almost complete. Not running. Oh my god! Oh, I have to share this with Karen immediately. Oh,
He's
alive. Welcome back.
Yeah, my laptop like turned off despite the fact that it's plugged in and has 80% battery. That was weird.
Yeah, that's surreal.
What was happening? You were in the middle of saying something.
We were talking about Welsh.
Yeah, you got 2 words in and then you died.
Yep.
I don't remember what I was saying. I was too shocked by the fact that that happened.
Well, I know what I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
A piece of advice my Arthurian literature professor gave me when I was in his class was basically to always read Old and even Middle English in an Irish accent.
Hmm.
And it will become significantly more comprehensible.
Okay, interesting.
And it works. It works really well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really Welsh.
True. Or even like Scottish. The two both, like, for some reason make it sound just so much more appealing to a modern ear.
Y'all.
Oh, Tom just popped open World. None of us have hunted monsters in many moons.
That's true. We should get back to the World story. Before Wilds comes out.
True.
I fucking found it!
You found it.
I found it! I found what I was looking for.
Oh. I think when I died, I think I was just saying something about it being interesting how language evolves over time. I don't remember.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Whatever. That.
Also, what the fuck?
Huh?
David, I'm looking at... I was gonna level up a relic for Jiao Cho, and I was like, why are all of these recommended to level up for him? Apparently his most recommended relic set is fucking Eagle of Twilight line, the win set. For its 4-piece bonus. For Jiao Cho.
Oh, to speed, because of the speed. I've actually seen that recommended on supports before. I've seen people recommend that for Pela, actually.
See, I think it's weird for Jiao Cho because it whittles down like the time on his ult. I wouldn't personally build it, but
yeah,
makes more sense on Pela.
I just don't want to farm that domain.
Yeah, it feels kind of pointless.
Well.
So, Court, what are your Christmas plans?
We're going to my mom's for dinner tomorrow. My sister's making gumbo.
Ooh.
We did my dad's house today, which was good.
Nice.
Actually, this is obviously my D&D sketchbook. Yeah, we're doing dinner with my mom tomorrow. We'll be fine.
I hope it goes well.
Hopefully.
There will not be 4 screaming toddlers.
That's twice as good, because there's half as many.
You chop that toddler in half. And you'll have fewer.
If you do that, people might complain, but... It's a big maybe.
I'm sorry, Twitch platform, for advocating for chopping toddlers in half. I swear it's a joke.
Yeah, I'm sorry to the toddlers in chat, but also I'm not, because that's against Twitch TOS, so... Who's the real criminal here?
Someone get out the ukulele. Toddler-sized ukulele.
The toxic toddler tree.
Okay. I'm so glad I found what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Oh, Nosferatu came out today.
Ooh. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Was
Huh?
that it?
It's the new
movie.
Robert Eggers movie.
Oh! Like the remake of Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha!
Willem Dafoe is in it.
As he should be.
My only complaint is that he doesn't play Count Orlok.
Oh, he didn't want to reprise the role from...
Sad.
Shadow of the Vampire.
I think he would have been the perfect pick.
He was already the perfect Orlog. He's got to let someone else do it, I guess.
Yeah. Rat. Jesus. That is range, darling. He has the range, darling.
He has the range, darling.
I hate having to look. This isn't the right. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I hate having to log into my daily video games and put in effort. It's the joke.
No, that's so real.
Acheron sweep.
Okay, what else did I just find in here? Oh, yeah. All right. It's 2:30.
It's what?
2:30.
My sister's gonna wake me up in like 4 hours.
Ew, gross. Why would
I have
she
to
do
be
that?
up by like 10.
I don't have to be
Ew.
anywhere until like 5.
I just don't have to, but I will be. Also, my earbuds are dying.
No.
Is it perhaps a sleep angle?
Maybe. But I'm also in the middle of this Peglin run. And I may be getting carried by a single relic I got that makes the bombs do a bajillion damage. But also I'm the goat, I think, actually.
That's also true.
You could just be the goat.
I made it through the castle area on my first try. It's my second run ever. I'm in the third area. That seems pretty good. Pretty good at Peggle, but with roguelike elements.
Sure, Peggle, make phone calls. Who gives a shit anymore?
So true.
I love that post.
Peggle. It's so good.
Alright, now I go back to the deer. The
deer.
deer.
Oh boy. Alright, now I can go back to drawing things that I was drawing. Because I have the references that I was looking for. Simply just.
I thought you were just gonna leave it at. Now I can go back to drawing and you're just gonna say it in a really weird tone.
I'm actually just gonna.
So true.
I don't have anything to change about this, so I'm just gonna leave it in this document. Let's see, image adjustments, play with the curve. Oh, that's one way to distort an image. Color. All right. Oh no, I don't have the color window open. Whoops.
You okay?
Yeah, I was just drawing on the wrong layer.
Oh, I hate doing that. I don't think anyone likes doing that.
It's just an unfortunate thing that happens sometimes.
Yeah. Don't like that. Thank God ZZZ dailies are so easy. Log on, open video store, do scratch card, drink coffee.
PC. It's truly a
Not like a
blessing.
whole quest, it's just do a little bit of thing.
It's basically like log in and do the things you would always do anyway that take like 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm. It is extremely easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need to start like doing my Genshin dailies again because Mahoika's up next week.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's soon, huh?
Uh-huh.
Gotta get them points, girl.
Yeah. I gotta have my fucking flaming flying motorcycle.
I'm sorry, new character has flaming motorcycle?
Yeah.
That flies.
That's kind of incredible.
It's insane and does not fit the world at all, but it's also cool as fuck. So,
Agreed.
Yeah, it looks great.
so it's like there's this conflict of this doesn't mesh with the atmosphere, but it's really cool. So.
Doesn't mesh, but it neat.
Water, atmosphere.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Doing crap too.
Yeah. Also, if you're getting echo, it's because my earbuds died. I should probably go then.
Okay. Good night, David.
Good
Happy
night,
Christmas.
David.
Good night. Merry Christmas.
Happy Chrysler.
Yeah, happy Christmas.
See you later. Unless he's gone, in which case, bye. A leather color. That worked.
Blah.
Blah.
That was a blah.
Wow.
Like an EP blah.
Wow.
Blah. It's giving Wario.
Wow. Rio.
Wah. Wah.
Meh.
god, the Genshin map is so fucking huge now.
Yeah, with all the expansions and stuff.
Yeah, I know it's massive. Which is neat, but it's massive.
Like, oh, this is almost too much.
And it's only gonna get bigger. This is why Lynn can never get back into it. She would lock in too hard.
Girl locked in with web fishing, and it was over.
Yeah. I never got to play web fishing with her.
She barely played with anybody. She just played.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, what if I play all by myself and kick all of your butts and then never play it again?
She's so elusive when it comes to games.
Yes, she is.
It's like, hey Lynn, do you want to play video game with us? And she's like, no. And then she'll lock in on a video game when none of us are around, annihilate it, and then never
move on with her life.
Again. It's like, wait, no.
Wait, come back and play with us. Should chef costume be blue? Like a light blue, or should it be white? Like traditional chef coat.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I'm about to just give everybody the same color blue. Everything. Oh, there's no contrast in that. But also, it's consistent. Oh, there we go. That's consistent. There we go. We are buying everything. He can have a white apron. Or he can have a white coat and a blue apron.
Yeah.
Which one better? It's a waist apron.
I think white coat, blue apron sounds better to me.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot and see how it looks.
Although sorry, now I'm like thinking about it like, what if I'm wrong?
I don't know. We better find out. Well, right now it just looks like...
Because by coat, do you mean just like a...
It's like a chef coat.
Ooh, okay.
Like classic Gordon Ramsay chef coat.
Okay, then maybe I would say blue coat, white apron. Although, see, I keep going back up. Because when I think of a chef coat, I usually think of it as white. And then with like a red apron. So blue makes sense to me. Yeah,
okay,
I'd say white coat, blue apron.
Okay, so we are doing white coat, blue apron.
Yeah. Sorry, I went back and forth on it a couple times, but I think that's my final answer.
Nope, that's okay. I asked for your opinion. I can do a light blue or I can do like a medium blue on the apron.
I'd say I think the medium blue sounds more appealing.
Okay, let's try that. Let's see what that looks like.
Not vibing with it?
I don't know. Because his pants are kind of dark. I don't know. I could go either way on it. I'll just leave it dark for now.
Yeah.
I'll do do his bandana, same color.
Has the weather been super volatile for you?
Weather has been weather, and I'm having a wonderful time, I lie.
Oh, worm. It's been jumping between like low 30s and 20s to like 50s here, and I'm like, can you make up your mind?
We have a consistent weather, please.
Uh-huh.
No, why would we have a consistent weather?
Never. I will say they enacted a new policy in Dollywood where they shut down rides at 32 degrees.
Oh yeah, they had that policy when we were there last time.
Yeah. So, lucky us, it's gonna be like above that while you're here, so if we go to Dollywood, which I assume we will, no worries about rides getting shut down. Which is good, because I want to get on the Fire Chaser.
Yeah, we didn't get to ride that last time.
It's my favorite. Maybe the lightning rod will be up and running for you.
Oh my god, if it's down a 4th time, I'm gonna lose it.
It was up when David and I were there.
If it's down again when I'm there, I'm gonna lose it.
That would be so annoying.
It would just be like my classic fate, you know?
Yeah.
Can I color shift this shit to not be yellow?
If it makes you feel better, every time I go there with my dad, he's always wanted to get on it, but it was down every single time for him too. Given we haven't been super often since I've gotten older, but in the couple times he's been, not much luck. Alright. It is 3 a.m. I'm gonna have to get up in like 4 hours, so I'm gonna go to bed.
That is completely valid.
Yeah, my sister gets us all up very, very early on Christmas.
Ew.
Yeah, she likes opening presents very early.
I don't like being awake.
I don't either. I hate it. But she insists. I'm
well,
like, God,
I hope that you have
no.
a otherwise pretty chill and relaxing day.
Thank you.
And I'll see you Saturday, but I'll hear from you sooner because we're gonna holiday event on Friday.
Yeah, that's the plan. And we can hopefully watch movie on Thursday.
Yeah, hopefully tomorrow. We'll see. If not, we just watch it when we're all vibing together in one place.
Yeah. Alright, good night, Court.
Good night, Juniper.
Merry Crisis.
Merry Crisis. Okay. Yeah, my paper is a color. Hang on. I can write in there. Because I have pronouns for these girls and theys and them. Why is that red? Interesting choice. Very, very odd choice. Okay, you know? Turn it into like a brown color and that's fine. Oh, I wrote that right on their layer. Oh well. That's what I get for being a silly willy goose. Colors subject to change. A little reference library. One's gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, girl, you were busy. Like, yeah, I was busy. Hello. Which I'm gonna guess your name is Rohele. Welcome in. Happy Crisis. Hopefully you're, I'm gonna assume evening, but I know that in some parts of the world it's like 3 p.m. It's 3 a.m. for me. Actually just finished working on this for now, but I'm gonna draw some other stuff, so feel free to come hang out. 5 a.m. Okay, so you're ahead of me. You must be in, like, Canada or Greenland or something. Excuse me, I need to do that. Alright, well, we're gonna work on... Hi from the future. Merry Crisis from the future. Soon, at like 7 or 8 or a number of days of time. Well, nice to meet you. I make comics. I'm Court. I've put this project off for like 5 years as a depression, but we're back at it. Which I'll take. And I've realized that the way she's sitting doesn't make any sense, so I might flip her. Or I just lean into it. Meat, air quotes. Yep. I guess I could take my, like, BRB. Oops, I was looking for something text away. I forgot. Alright, well, first things first. We start with the goofy face. Yeah, when I was like 15, my dad yelled at me because I called an internet friend. And granted, this was 15 years ago. But he called me because I called an internet friend. I was really excited to tell him about it. I was like, oh my god, I got to talk to like one of my best friends ever. The world is very different now. Now it's like, oh yeah, you hop in a Discord call with people you've never met in person, and like, it's fine. Like, some of my best friends I've only met in person because I had the ability to go travel to meet them in person safely. How are we drawing her face here? This is fine. That was not fine. It's a little... It needs to stay comically round. Something that you'll quickly learn from me is, if it ain't funny, I ain't doing it. And that's mostly art related. I will purposely draw characters completely off model because it's funny. But also because I have a background in animation. And the funny stuff is always off model. That might be a little... She's so round. And, like, granted, this doodle was very small. So this is me cleaning things up a little bit from my thumbnail sketches, which were quite a bit smaller, but I put a little bit too much detail into some of them, so it makes it a lot easier to do the final cleanup. And I have since learned how to draw a little better since I did these many years ago, so we can fix the weird anatomy issues. Some of them. We can fix some of the weird anatomy issues. Sometimes I still have wacky anatomy stuff, and then my partner who does the inking can be like, Court, why did you draw this way? And I'll be like, because it was funny and looked right at the time. So, like, this hand, super goofy, super off model, doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and I don't care. Neck is in here, and then her... Oh, right, I drew her neck in, and then I erased it out immediately, because I am very smart. Doot, doot, doot. Elbow, and then here is the chair. That's her body. Her body's going to be covered by the chair. Hands, fingers. Is English your first language? Because regardless of the answer, I agree. English is a very funny, silly language. Wacky. Oh. I'm gonna admit, I don't 100% know what the level system does quite yet. I gotta figure it out. I activated it, and I was like, I'll figure out the rest later. And I haven't. So people keep leveling up, and they're like, what does that mean? And I'm like, beats me. It's supposed to be a watcher reward. So we'll figure it out at some point. Another boob in there somewhere. There's an arm that goes down here. Okay, so... you know, this is fine. This is okay. We can live this. We can live with this. Okay, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger. Oh, God, that hand is terrible. And that's even worse. All right. Knuckle, 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 knuckle. I know how to draw hands, I promise. Alright, that's slightly better. Isn't freedom exciting? In many cases, yes. And in other cases, it's I'm an adult that has to make decisions for myself that are good for me, like not going to bed at 3 a.m. And so the freedom to do that, it does not need to be in my hands. Here. No background needed here, which is good. Makes our lives easy. Plant cocoa trees. Well, you saying that made me think Minecraft. And then made me think, we have cocoa trees in our server. And I don't know what the point of them is, other than to make cocoa beans, I guess. Also imagine, like, the cocoa trees, like, Moana vibes. Imagine the coconut. Or however that song goes. Oh, can we make chocolate cakes in Minecraft? I haven't ever made a cake. I knew you could, but I also didn't know how to get milk. My silly, goofy ass went to a underwater monument, an ocean monument, alone. With cocoa beans IRL, we could also make... Hold on, his thumb is supposed to be here somewhere. We could also make hot chocolate. Okay, I think we're gonna skip this. We are gonna skip the hands today because they are not happenstancing. And that is okay. Whew. Is that a pony? Is what a pony? This is a dude with his, like, arms on the desk and his face in his hands. This is definitely not a horse. This is another person. I just badly drew them. So, this is what this thing is what I'm struggling to draw right now, but from the other angle. It's fine. I'll figure it out at some point. Let's see. He's a pony, like this. A regal, majestic horse. Oh my god. Don't ever ask me to draw horses because I can't do it very well. But and then it's like sitting like this. And then its hooves are up. And it's just being like a cat. Oh yeah, I'm gonna save that for later. I'm gonna put this, I'm just gonna leave this in. I'm just gonna leave it in there as a labeled layer. I'm gonna tell nobody about it. And then I'm just gonna wait for them to find it because I will be handing this Photoshop document off to my anchor. And it's just gonna be there with no context. And she's gonna be like, Courtney, what is this? What is this? And I'll be like, it's a horse, obviously. Specifically, it's a horse demanding attention. Like a cat that sits on your laptop. That's what that is. I would like to flip my canvas. Oh, can I set my tablet up to do that? That would be great, actually. Flip horizontal. Thank you. I would prefer to draw her at this angle. Yep. The horse can have the attention at a later date and time. This is definitely what paper looks like. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, there's an arm there that's holding up paper, which means it's working like this. Oh, that's not how that hand is going to be positioned. Oh, that's close. Okay, we got a thumb up here. We got finger like that. It's terrible. You can't see my face, but I'm trying to figure out what I drew before. Alright, we're gonna get side of hand. What did I do? Okay, arm like that. Change the arm angle. Oh yeah, these are very important documents. But I wish I had like fat stacks of bills. Like, I would love to draw myself like this, and like that's a finger, and that's a finger, and then finger, and then like there's a thumb, and then this is just fat stacks of cash. I would love this to be me. One day. God, I feel really dumb that I can't figure this out. I need a piece of it. That's a notebook. That's fine, we can use the notebook. Camera. Position it. Get kind of the angle. Back in space. Where's my pen? Paper goes back in space like this. That looks so bad. That's okay, it's late. I don't have to think. I can fix it later. Yeah, well, if you had so much money that you, like, needed more than one account, this mitten is killing me. If you had so much money that you needed more than one account, like, at that point, most of your money wouldn't even be, like, liquid assets. It would be, like, just stock market money, imaginary money that can lose value at just about any point in time for any reason at all. Is this that much of an upward angle? I guess maybe it's not, but we're gonna play like it is. And oh, that's just the United States' debt ceiling. Oh, we're struggling today, boys. And I can see exactly where this is. The US debt ceiling is just like trillions and trillions of dollars, and nobody's ever gonna make it go down. Ever. Can it be fixed? I don't know. Maybe if we just, like, stopped spending money, I guess. Oh, her cheek is very round. Oh no, I agree. They need us way more than we need them. Viva la revolution! What is the context of this piece of art? Like, this comic page as a whole, or like this particular panel that I'm working on? Yeah. So, excuse me. In fact, I can show you the page before. Basically, I want to show you the page before that too. this is the 3rd chapter of the comic that I'm working on. It's called Dragon Spirit, and we started posting a little bit on Webtoon, but then we were like, we don't like this format, so we stopped. But basically, in the first 2 chapters, a fight happens between her and him and a Tiger Man. No! They're Hot Rod. It's Guy Fieri. It's not German flag. How dare you? No, I'm never gonna unsee it. Anyway, she gets beat up in a fight, so she's getting healed. And then they get called to go have a meeting with this other guy who has his head in his hands. And he has his head in his hands because they run through this castle, and then she just blasts open the door. Like, girl is in bandages, clearly still in a recovery state, and is like, boom, we're here. And he's just like, bro, seriously? Oh no, absolutely not. And then, oops, let me remove the horse, the contextless horse. And then in this page, they come and he's just like, okay, explain to me what you know, what you remember. And then at the end of the page, he's like, I have to start from the beginning. Ugh. Which is fine because the audience needs to understand a lot of things. So this is the exposition chapter, and usually I'm a big not fan of exposition because in a lot of situations it's given to people who already have the context for why the exposition is there. Like, why are we explaining things to people who already know what's going on? Versus these 2 idiots don't know what's going on. They don't listen. That's their problem. This one is ADHD incarnate, and this one is just head empty. So they're gonna get, yeah. She's just an ADHD fiend, and all he thinks about is food. Whoops. I also can never remember what ears are supposed to look like. I also think about food. It's one of, like, the few things in this world that gives me joy. I hate when I drew lines that I liked, and then I had, like, a line that I didn't like. Oh, yep, see, that line's never coming back the way it was the first time. That's okay. Oh, ice cream is, like, my 100%, like, one of my guilty pleasure foods. Me likey the ice cream. It'd be like freezing cold outside, and I'm like, how about some ice cream? Okay, shoulder. Shoulder? How's your shoulder go, girl? Yeah, ice cream is absolutely an any season food. 100% agree with you there. Our freezer is always stocked with ice cream. As I'm an ice cream fiend, it's my partner. We just like ice cream so much. Okay, arms are crossed. Okay, now her arm is like way too thick. Fix that. Nope, that's not how arms work. 3D space. I really like the gesture of this hand, and I want to keep it. I'll just draw on a new layer so I can move it. What kind of jam was that? Because I am a jam over jelly preferer. And it might be too small. And compared to face. I'm on the losing side of this war, but I'm not a fan of mango. Which is a shame because everybody says mango is so tasty. I don't know why it's called a passion fruit. Passion fruit's like really sour. Yeah, that's the hand. The hand layer. Oh, yes. You agree with me about mangoes. Let's go. See, we can be friends. All my friends tell me I'm wrong, and they're allowed to have that opinion. They're allowed to think that I'm wrong, but I'm not. Your girl's not wrong. Mangoes are just fine. Bandage thing going on under here. Custard apple? Is that there's such a thing as a custard apple? Hold up, I gotta look that up because I quite like apples, and also I like kiwi. But kiwi will absolutely make me break out because I have allergies. Oh yeah, custard apple is a food. What is this? Oh, that is a strange looking fruit. Oh, you must be in Brazil. Or, what's south of that? Long and skinny. Is Uruguay south of that? Yeah, okay. I forget that there's a southern hemisphere sometimes. These are interesting. I've never had one of these. I would try this. I would absolutely try that. That looks tasty. And that goes like this, I think I can move this up a little more. Elbow. Look at this, we're making progress. I think the craziest fruit that I've ever had, I've had a kumquat, and I can confidently say that I hated that. And I don't know why they still get grown. I think that they're gross. I think I've had starfruit. Can't remember what my opinion on that was. And a wombat. No, a kumquat. Which is a fruit that I probably can't describe. So let me find a picture. Quat. It's like a little orange. Okay, here. I'll drag it down here. Yeah. So it's like this, it's like a little orange. And it looks like it would be tasty. Because, you know, orange type thing. Oranges are tasty. Lemons and limes are tasty. These are tiny. They're itty bitty. And they're horrible. It's not even a high society orange. This thing right here. Australian English? Like, where are these from? Because they're awful. Native to Southeast Asia. Okay. Yep. So, yeah, they're not... Yeah, they're really bitter, really sour. Kind of tart. And then as you eat the peel... Okay, we didn't eat the peel. I don't think. Maybe we did. But yeah, they probably are much better with much sugar in some kind of jam. I would think. Probably. Yeah, I don't do those. I like fruit, but yeah. You're right. There isn't really any, like, jams or anything that are just oranges. I didn't think about that. I bet that would be tasty, though. Like a really good orange jam. Like, even just a citrus jam. Would be pretty good. Okay, chair. Arm of chair. Arm of... And I'll label things sometimes, just so I don't forget what they are. Yeah, I feel like lemon jam could be pretty tasty, too. How comical am I going to keep this panel? Okay, I do the same thing. And, like, the way our kitchen is connected to the rest of our house, dizzy is absolutely the word. The way our kitchen is connected to the rest of our house is, like, it's really easy to just do a loop of walking down there. And yeah, I'll just spin in circles. Not sure what I'm doing. Yeah, I think I want to keep this comical. I don't know. We'll figure it out. ADHD traits take us all. Still getting ready for that fidgeting that happens. But it's okay. It's okay to sit and then stand. It's good for your body. Ooh. Yeah, sometimes, like, there are some really good jams for, like, meat. How do armpits work? I don't know. Kidding, I do know how armpits work. Drink water. I probably should. I emptied my cup and never refilled it. Which means the girl is thirsty. Drink water break. I actually think I'm gonna go to bed soon. It's 4 a.m. Man. Oh, that's a lot of baking for almost 6 a.m. Yeah, I was gonna say. My friend in Uruguay is like, I might be saying that the country name wrong, but you know, he's like, yeah, there's just something about us people in South America being awake at silly times, and I'm like, yeah, you're always awake at like early, and he's like, yeah, because I haven't gone to bed. It's like, why? Like, that's just how it is down here. We have a lot of nightlife. And I wish that we had more places like that here. Uruguay, south of Brazil. Like, between Brazil and Argentina. Even if you were, we don't discriminate in this house. Chile? Some people here would say Chile, which I know is wrong, but it is Chile. Now I feel kind of, like, dumb. Like, we say Uruguay, but I know it doesn't ultimately matter how to say Uruguay.
Uruguay.
Uruguay, okay. Yep, see? Guay. There are a lot of panels on this page. It's taking longer than I thought. Alright. 4 minutes? Yeah, what can we do in 15 minutes? Oh no. Well, that's not good. Sorry that your jam pulled you. It was just the juice of a few apple pies. That's a good question. Meringue. I'm not a meringue fan, but I really like crumble tops for apple pie. Like do a nice like cinnamon crumble top. Nice bit of crunch. Oh boy, you are so round. That's okay. This head's way too big. There we go. That's better. Big pie of apples, and then a lemon pie, and then the... Yeah, so your lemon could have meringue topping, because I know that's a really popular topping that people like on their pie. On their lemon pie, specifically. No, never cry about it. That just means that you're well fed and taken care of. How do fingers work? There was my problem. I could infer that you like to cook. You're talking about baking pies at 5 a.m. I think when I was 11, my sister and I were trying to be nice and make dinner for my mom. And we cooked an entire box of spaghetti, which she was then quite upset about because it was way too much spaghetti. As an adult, I understand why she was upset. But as a kid, I was like, wow, we tried to do something nice for you and you just got mad about it. So why would we try to do anything nice again? This is all share. Okay, sleeves, rotate. Oh my gosh. Oh, I bet. I grew up eating not good turkey. And then my dad, like, got a smoker. And, made turkey for Thanksgiving. Because, like, that's our turkey holiday here. And holy moly. That sucker was good. I was like, wow, I didn't know turkey was supposed to taste like this. That's gonna be a pretty good face. Okay, let's save our work. Alright, that's almost 15 more minutes. Oh, beans are good. Of course, it depends on the beans. But, like, I like beans. I'm a big beans fan. Again, depends on the beans. Not all beans are good. Not all beans are equal. Some beans are not well made. And sometimes they're not salted, and they have to be at least salted. Beans are so good for you. They're like one of the cheapest like fiber protein sources that we could get. Chickpeas are fine. Peanuts are good. And we have, I don't know if you guys have that where you're at, but where we are in good old South United States of America, we do this thing called boiled peanuts, where you take whole peanuts in their shells and you boil them in really, really salty water, or you season the water with something like, I really like Cajun seasoning. And yeah, you just boil those suckers for like a few hours, and it's really good. So if you like peanuts but you don't like beans, maybe try a boiled peanut recipe, because but they have to have the shells, otherwise it's not gonna soak it up right. But I would recommend that because it is a silly cold weather food that we have here. Is just hot steaming soft peanuts. You don't eat the shells, obviously. I guess you could, but I don't recommend it. Boiled peanuts. No, the pictures don't. The pictures do nothing for it. And they're honestly, they are kind of hard to like. They're hard to like. But like, once you eat them and you realize that they're tasty, some southerner. We grow a lot of peanuts where I live. Like that's just like one of our, like, pecans and peanuts are two of our big like state exports. And yeah. I don't know who came up with the idea, but it's one of those flavors that like comes and goes for me. Like sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. It's like root beer. Sometimes I love root beer, sometimes I hate root beer. I'm on the love root beer streak right now, but yeah, I know it doesn't sound appetizing. It doesn't look appetizing. Sometimes it doesn't even like smell appetizing. But they're really good. My partner is from Canada and of course did not grow up with this food. So when I made her try it for the first time, she was like, this is horrendous. Why would you eat this willingly? Like, it's good. This is tasty. At least we're not eating like chitlins. I can't do chitlins. You inflicted on me the custard apples, which I'd never heard of before. You inflicted something probably good on me, and in return, I have inflicted horror that I think is delicious. Well, no, you wouldn't. Oh, the real origins was French fries was rediscovered? I would call this on topic. This is still food related. Okay, who first fried the potato? Was it the Irish? Oh, they're Chilean. Okay. Very cool. That makes sense because, like, yuca is really popular in South America, right? And yuca is just fried potatoes. Sorta. I'm not a fan of yuca. Yeah, no, that makes sense. And of course the colonizers took it and then claimed it for their own. Makes sense. How did they discover this as the, like, having been done in Chile before, like, there was ever anybody who came from ye olde Europe? Level 3. I should probably find out what the levels do, actually. Okay, I'm gonna go look up what these levels do for y'all. And then I'll probably go to bed. Hello, Twitch. What do the viewer levels do for us? Drop some rewards content. World of Tanks, Marvel Rivals. Yeah, no. Okay. Settings. Notifications, connections. Okay, well this is through Botrix, so Botrix, chat, Twitch, chat levels. What does that do for us? Oh, that's right, it's through multi-chat. Yeah, log me in, baby. I forgot I was using this. No, thank you. Let's see. Okay, so these are points. What can you guys do at the store? Ah! I see, okay. So basically, the Botrix level system is like, earn points towards a store that I don't have. Alright. Okay, so I can add a... Interesting. Under stock, infinite mode determines if the user enter text. Ah! Okay. I see. Okay, that's a cool thing I can set up. So you can use those, they're like channel points. And you can use those to like do viewer rewards or whatever. Okay. That's pretty cool. Neat. That's a thing I'll play with at a later date. / just at some point. This guy, he's not a fallen angel. He's just an angel. I have realized why his hand was bothering me. Because this is that. Okay. Yep. Something like that. It's not great. Okay. Well, Rohele, I need to go to bed. Because I have to be places tomorrow. / today. I guess it's already Christmas. So, I really appreciate you vibing and hanging out and talking to me for the last couple hours. It's been super cool to have you around. Feel free to follow me and we can chat about other weird foods later. Cough. If you follow me, you'll be number 50. I'm gonna put my somewhere I can see it. But yeah, once again, appreciate you hanging out. Hope you have a good holiday, whatever you choose to celebrate with you and your family. Enjoy baking all of your pies. It sounds like a lot of pies. No, you'll be 50, 5-0. That's my goal for the new year. Is to hit 50 followers. But. You want to be 113? Well, I can't make you 113. Maybe I can make a channel reward that says you can spend 100 points and be 113 years old. Just for you. Also, thank you. I appreciate it. Woo! There's a goal. It's been hit. Oh, I'm so excited. Cool. Well, happy Christmas / holiday / whatever. Once again, super appreciate you hanging out. And, yeah, I'll, hopefully see you around. I'm trying to be more consistent at streaming, so hopefully so. Good night!